Hello and welcome back to another video. This is going to be a kind of a clarification before we begin the video. This video is supposed to be the one before the one you just saw, the previous one, because I got mixed up with my editing and everything like that. So these videos were recorded on the 7th of November, and the other ones were recorded on 8th of November. So bear with me. It didn't really mean it to be like that, but anyway, it's still content. If you did notice, yeah, if you didn't, yeah, there's the clarification as you see there. Every time we start a race, it's going to show the date and everything like that. But anyway, starting off with this, after the video of the Peugeot, that where I got really like Essa down every time. So this is a video was actually was supposed to be trying to get up into my BS rating, and here we are just trying not to. Okay, the German causing a lot of distraction there. You see all that bumping into the back of people. That's not what he meant to spin him around like that. But it was, I don't know, it was just a very messy start as here. The other Portuguese driver pushing the South African. I don't know. It was just an angry race in the beginning, and it's a good thing I got clear of them. You see the guys behind us now over 2 seconds away, and I'm just catching up with the guys in P1, P2, and P3. As the Saudi Arabian driver goes a bit too wide there, but it's gonna come back definitely for the pass, and he does. And right here, actually kind of bumped him. I didn't mean to because he braked a little bit too early too. They're gonna have to brake at the 50, and yeah, he did brake a lot past the 50. Oh, as he trying not to go to the back of his partner right there, who was actually serving their penalty. So up into P3, no, that we should not really last because they're gonna come back from straight. Yes, just right there coming in for the. Let's move on to the left side. They're trying to catch up with the Saudi Arabian slipstream, but look at that, he's just passing me like just standing right there. And good thing, probably right here it might be a little bit too tricky because I'm going a little bit too narrow, hit the wall a little bit. I don't know why I went into deep into Mr. Barrier, and he doesn't go in for the line, which is actually great. And we're actually catching up with the guy in P1, the guy from Luxembourg, and yeah, it's going to be a good race. Probably going to be very competitive. Oh, was the Saudi Arabian driver in front of me from Saudi goes a little bit too wide. As you see, he breaks now at the right point, but too deep, and I kind of pushing into the grass, not too much, but I still managed to save it. And right here, a lap later actually, because they were fighting and they actually managed to catch up to the guy in the Luxembourg drive. I'd say drive. So for some reason, the order but refused to come out on my route, and it goes a little bit too defensive, swerving left and right, and it doesn't really work out for him as I just keep up with him and right here trying to force my way through. I didn't mean to do that, but anyway, it just happened. Like he was a little bit too slow through the corner, and I was quicker. And there we go, fastest lap and P1. So victory number 49. So one more race, and then we get to there we go. All that commotion in that race they didn't really help with the upgrade of my safety rating, and so I still actually go down more into B rated because it was A when it was starting I think it was A when it was starting this race. But anyway, here we are, another race, B rated, B for driver rating and B for sportsmanship. Safety rating, sportsmanship is kind of like a tongue twister in itself. But anyway, here we go, getting past the game because of straight line speed, moving on to the left side for the lunge, I might say, or the later break or the better line for the overtake. And we end up into P4, back where we started. And the guys in front, the guy in P1 has a second penalty. The guy leaves, the Polish driver leaves the door open there for me. That's why I went in there. And all the way up to the P3. So far so good, trying not to make mistakes, and it comes back, but I leave actually enough space through the Ascari, which is actually very difficult to do. I was going to get the advantage of the slipstream for sure. The one that was here at the end of the straight line, it goes a bit too deep. It lost concentration on the braking time, and go back again in front of me, which again wouldn't really matter that much because the car is going to come back flying past through. You see, there's just like a I'm standing. But anyway, there's a big gap between me and the guys behind me, and right here, braking at the right point. Oh, the guy in front, the Luxembourg, on the previous race, he loses it completely, and the Spaniard, he is the guy who taking P1 right now. Right now in the P3, the Polish driver going a little bit too deep, braking a little too hard, and went to the back of him, which actually doesn't really help with my safety rating. So that bumping actually is what through the corners is what makes me get like a shadow penalty as an SR down, I might say, for the racing that we were doing, and doesn't really it actually really hurts my safety rating as it goes full right side. It didn't really want to work together to get to the guys at P1, and right here as you see here, trying not to lose it through the bump right there, which is actually very easy to, and actually it's a good thing I maintained it. I was just trying not to get left behind with him, just keeping in touch with the slipstream with him, and right here almost lost it completely. And it was like a hard, like like when you clench your butt until you like feel like you don't you don't want to let go. Yeah, good thing I saved it right there, and ended up in P3. So one up position up, okay, good race. So we just at least see that bumping wasn't really that much. The stewards called it out, and as clean, kind of a clean race, I might say, not the cleanest but clean race through all the races. But we're gonna go again for the start race, and here is when we're gonna go together with this, because it was a little bit too good to be true. As you see here, there's a master in front of us, so which actually makes it easier for me to catch up with the guy that's listening ahead, even though there's a guy behind me definitely in another car that is, faster. You see, we're just swerving not to get into the slipstream of each other, but has a slipstream of mine. But I have the slipstream of the master and the German driver in front of me, which actually is okay. I bump draft him, but he forgets to corner and goes wide. I don't know why that it just goes wide. I don't know if it's my fault or not. But anyway, that just happens. The jump or somebody else gets reset, getting pushed wide, and all of a sudden we're in P2. So it was actually really, really I can't even say any. But anyway, moving ahead, I do make a mistake here, and right here, those rumble strips, like they ruin my, I can't say like stability of the car. And when I was trying to save it, I just hit the barrier and made a really, really 360. Like I was almost even getting disqualified for that for some reason, and lost all that momentum, all that position on track, like all the way down into B number 14. Actually, because I got overtaken by the other driver that was coming behind me. But I actually did manage to save it, and I'd say kind of ended up with the monkey business again, who actually also lost it at the beginning of the race. And so it was good. It was good to catch up with all the best drivers. For some reason, I actually forgot about this moment right here. So I was wondering why Monkey Business tried to punt him off, but then I do actually find out for myself right here as I was catching up with him. He brakes checks me for some reason. I don't know why he did that, and actually he was getting into my mind for sure, because he does it again at this point that it was the levels number 2. He brakes checks me, but I'm not getting. For some reason, I wasn't going to get SR down or like a shadow penalty for that. And for here, so I did something very silly. I tried to punt him from where the way back there, and he was even laughing about that. Anyway, he does get E rated, and I still remain in B rating on the safety rating, and move on. We forget about that and move on to another race, because this one actually was a good one, because it was my 50th win after all that shenanigans going on. Right here, got overtaken again by I think this is Albanian driver. I think there's an Albanian flag. But anyway, the German driver trying to push me wide through the G29 right there, but doesn't really work out because the left, it's heavy car. It's a big beast. But Danza right here does it makes me lose like momentum or something because the the French driver losing it completely. But you're gonna speak to the Albanian driver right here, just trying not to get into altercation with him. He's in the middle of the road, so he's indicating that he wants to defend. Oh, and the French driver comes in for the lunge of the year of the century, again, another century, another year, another lunge, and makes it go up all the way up into P3. I'm gonna lose the position again, the Portuguese driver, because it's gonna come back with another technical standing like that, not like this, and which I think was a little bit too disappointing to see just pulling away. Oh, there's another driver into the last one like that. Because it got pulled over, pulled off into the gas lines, and pulled up into the position. So lost the position, gained a position. Well, potato potato, you might say. But anyway, trying to actually not defend, but catch up with the guys in front of much because they were really fighting. They were fighting. The Portuguese this point 2-1, and ended up just staying with them completely, like trying not to lose any time with them, checking the apex after apex after apex, and right here almost went to the back of the Spaniard right here because he braked a lot through that corner, which was actually really surprising. And I overtook him. He had his switch and he had his switch kind of speed, but he bumped me a little bit there, and I thought he was going to go for to defend this corner right here, but he just passed it completely, which left the Portuguese driver kind of vulnerable. Also, that I was vulnerable because he was right there behind me, but I did actually manage to stick stand my ground because he didn't really even come for any overtake. Standard, so it was straight. And right here, the Portuguese driver makes a mistake, outbrakes himself, and ends up into the gravel area right there. It's a cool thing actually because I thought I was going to go into the back of him right there because he looked like he was checking behind where the right and left. And it's a good thing I managed that race completely and ended up with my 50th win of the race since I owned this game in 2019. I'm getting to my 50th win and good racing. Even though it was actually good, not the best racing I would have thought, but it was good. Now and I will go again for another race because I was really trying to have 3 consecutive races because you see now we are in a higher quality because we are racing against other people and we find ourselves again with the Saudi Arabian driver who right here almost went to the back of him for the end of 2 and it's a good thing I actually maintained my position. I thought I was going to lose the position through the long straight starting stage. There's a driver there who's going to serve that penalty. Right here, we went a little bit too deep there, getting a little bit too out of hand, and actually it's a good maneuver there to avoid any collision with the French driver who had to serve the penalty. But then again, the Saudi Arabian driver is right there behind me. I'm going to go for the move here. No, I'm going to back out. I'm going to go with single fight to Asparis, which is actually very difficult. It's actually slow going to 2x2 or 3. You can actually go 3 wide, but it's going to be really, really slow. But anyway, he's going to come back for the overtake. Right here, the French driver is going behind, and I'm going to try and stick with the switching and brakes and do the fast shifting. And yeah, it's a close one because if I would have ended up punching right ahead, I would have been not the good spacing techniques and everything. But good thing I'm staying with them. 1 and 2 to come and over the Spanish are really, really tight. And look at this, down through the straight. Right here, we at least have a switch to. The Spaniard is going to go overtaking. I don't know if it's going to. Let's see, there is the other thing for and right here, he brakes a little bit, tries to go for the OCD, but doesn't that impact. And right there, a little bit of overrating. I wasn't really taking care of. I really just kept looking at the radar to see if it's gonna be there. And the German driver in P1 ends up with the barrier for some reason. I don't know how it does that, but it is just a slight curve and nobody barrier. But it's definitely the best top end speed for the Lexus. I actually kept forgetting to shift up, so I kept overriding it, and it actually worked kind of okay for me. As because I got the slip in again, even though the solid driver that's and right here the brakes didn't really work. He tried to maintain with them, but again lost concentration, went into the plug and lost now, and I got reset. So that got me reset. I would have really already actually I would have saved it and made it a P3, but with that reset I went all the way down into P7, which wasn't the best, but I overtook the Swiss driver who was served their penalty at the penalty line and ended up in P6. Wasn't the best racing I would have wanted, but it was good. Still maintaining into good rate, good how can I put it? Good position to get into higher racing, because even if we were getting lows on safety rating, it was good lows. If I would have gotten like 3, 5, and again got a gain here, then it broke a little bit too early, and gained the position back. Oh, the Spaniard getting spun out there. Oh, a lot of promotion going through behind it. So you just need to keep away from that. And then just get in line with any other people. You see here, there's just two of the drivers trying to hang on onto the road right there, almost went off. But the Polish driver goes off, kind of saves it on its own. I thought he was going to come all the way and punch the Belgian driver, which is going to cause a lot of trouble. The Belgian driver goes a little bit too deep and go in for the all switcheroo, and then he's going to just come back and overtake me, even though I have the slipstream of the German in front of me. Look at this move. He goes a little bit too, tries to push his way through because he has maximum speed. The other driver goes a little bit too wide. The Belgian driver punching a little bit just for momentum. Brake just before the 150, but he brakes a little bit too high and they go to the back of him, which doesn't. It gets reset. He tries to cut it completely, gets reset. Almost lost it there, but save it through the bumps. It's a good thing actually. I thought I was going to get engulfed by the guys in front of behind me, because I just looked at the James stance right there. Oh, again, there's a lot of people coming back. Oh, for the overtakes, going to finish this into P3 for sure. But I don't know if we're going to have to defend it for the guys behind me. He's going to have to moving on the left side, so moving all the way defensive. But he goes all the way past the top in speed, coming down through the braking zone. Was a little bit too okay, not too deep. As the P1 and P2 had a little bit of a scuffle there, almost went to the back of him because I got him into materialize just after P2 went through. And right here, not really much is going to happen, because for sure, if you look at that, two McLarens side by side coming through with slipstream, going to overtake me, going to tap into the slipstream. He's going to go into the back of you, push me a little bit too wide, almost on the edge of the track. I almost lost it there, but I'm going to stay on the left side, try and stay defensive, a little bit of a lift. Oh, not really the best fight, the best landing that I wanted. But anyway, it's racing. You need to fight for every position, which some fighting is okay, some fighting is not wanted. But right here, going through, and he's going to come back for overtake on P3. A little bit too late on the brakes. Going to try and go for the all switcheroo, but kind of also a little bit too late on the brakes. And he's going to come back again for the overtake. And at the beginning of the lap, he's going to try and covers it off completely. There was part of going to go through there, but then we continue to the end of the race. Still switching, we're gonna stay all the way to the right side. I'm gonna try and bump left and then staying all the way to the right side. Really, we're ending up with the final corner break at the right point. He's gonna break a little bit too early, and that's gonna get done and dusted. And right there, It's been some good racing, all good before. Good racing. Hope you did enjoy that, and hope to see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and peace.